because it was inconvenient to you? Like, I just don't. Was this the first time you've ever actually had to confront the reality of, like, what it means to live in a trans body? You know, I feel like we wouldn't have this issue if this episode was told from Adam's point of view.
Yeah. Like, this is the thing that sets you off when, like, this should have been in the back of your head. Like, this was the whole point. Like, I don't know.
This is why your parents
It's just such
are
a
mad.
weird... Yeah, it's just such a weird thing, and it's, like, such a, like... It's focusing on the worst part of this whole narrative, as opposed to, like, the experience that we actually needed to hear, like, opinions and, like, feelings from.
Like, Adam is barely in this episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, he's barely in part 2 at all.
Adam is, like, the big problem that's going on here between Becky and Becky's family, but we don't actually get to have Adam be a person. Adam is just a problem.
Yeah. And this scene, I just feel like the Degrassi writers wrote themselves into a corner. They were like, okay.
Definitely.
Becky likes someone who's trans. Becky's parents don't want her to like someone who's trans. Becky stands up for herself at the fundraiser. And then they were like, but wait, we want Becky to go to conversion therapy. But, like, how do we make her come to that conclusion? And so they wrote this scene. And I'm just, like, mad about it.
Yeah.
Also...
Yeah, it just, like, yeah.
Also, the timeline is super confusing, this whole episode. I feel like we're watching Inception, where, like, the directors want to make you feel like you're in a dream, so you don't know where scenes start or end. You just start in the middle of them.
Yeah, there were some cuts in between, especially, like, between the storylines. It seemed like, oh, all of a sudden it's dinner time, and then all of a sudden, oh, wait, no, it's, like, right after school, and then, like, there's some kind of, like, jumping back and forth that's going on. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, so I guess the fundraiser is over, and it's, like, the next day question mark, because Eli shows the director his new student film, and it's, like, him and Claire walking down a hallway to dramatic music, and they hug, and he's like, you got something real special here. And I'm like, I guess it's better than his other one.
Whatever you say.
He's like,
sure.
And Eli's like, can you write me an NYU recommendation? And I'm like, fucking shoot your shot, dude. Like, miss every shot you don't take. Basketball metaphors. Because you know how much of a sport person I am. But he's like, well, I don't usually do this, but you've cornered me alone. And you did listen to my feedback and take it to heart. So sure. And, oh my God, no one cares.
And the cycle of male privilege continues.
Because I would have cared more if this wasn't, like, sandwiched between these two other storylines. Like, there was a lot of potential here for a really fun plot, but that is just so ill-suited for the material it's surrounded by.
Yeah, but it's like a weed thing, or like I don't know. And this is just how, like, mediocre male directors, like, get passed on, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like, this is how Zack Snyder happened.
Yeah,
you know?
This teacher really liked Marisol's film too. Where's her fucking NYU recommendation?
Yeah, exactly. Frustrating. Well, whatever. All right, and then final scene. Becky's going to conversion therapy.
She goes up to Adam, and she's like, and Adam's like, so, girlfriend, how are you? And she's like, my parents are right. I'm full of sin and confusion, so I'm going to Florida to pray the gay away. And then the episode ends because Adam isn't allowed to be happy.
Thanks, everybody. That was enjoyable.
Yeah, so, Spirit Squad captain of the episode?
So, like, definitely Jenna.
Really?
Definitely That's her name, right? The friend?
Yeah.
The one friend, Becky's friend? She doesn't give good advice. Well, she gives good advice in the first part. But, like, Jenna's just, like, there for Becky's shit. And I hope Becky is returning the favor.
Yeah. Adam for me. It's like, he's also there for Becky's shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But also stands up for himself against her shitty parents.
Yeah. Yeah. Adam deserves better.
That's
Maybe
that's like a
Adam
theme.
and Jenna should get together.
I think
That'd
Jenna and Jake. Wait, no, I take that back. Jenna and Jake were going to be a thing, but then they were like, nah, we'll just make them friends. And now Jake is trying to get with Drew's ex-girlfriend, the Taekwondo drug overdose girl. Jenna tried to get with Luke, Becky's shitty brother, so she converted to Christianity, but he turned out to be a shitbag, so now she's just rolling with the whole religious thing to see what happens.
Okay, so then
Jenna's
Adam,
been through some shit.
Don't do that. Stay the fuck away from these people. They are draining your energy.
Yeah. Jenna also deserves better. Like, she's been through some shit. She just had to give up her baby recently.
Oh, God. What?
She and her boyfriend got pregnant because they forgot to wear a condom one time, and they tried to raise it, but it meant she had to drop out of school, and it was too much for them, and they definitely couldn't support a child, especially once Casey, her boyfriend, started cheating on her with Marisol. So she's like, you're not committed to being a father, and I can't do this. So they gave him up for adoption, and she's just trying to be a teen.
Aren't we all?
Oh, wait, we don't do moral anymore. So yeah, Cole, like, what did you think about this episode? I feel like I've been super vocal about my opinions, but I don't know.
I have also been pretty vocal. Am I giving like a out of 5 stars? Am I giving like a final thoughts?
Yeah, so like, okay, I want you to rate out of 10 stars the last episode we watched and this episode.
Oh, okay. So
and the criteria is enjoyability.
Okay. So I'm gonna give the last one we watched a 7. It was dumb, but it was really enjoyable because it was hyper dramatic and there was a lot of really dumb things happening at a high volume all at once. This one I would give like a 5 or maybe like a 4.5, because a lot of dumb things were happening, but at a slower pace and a lower volume, and it made me more angry because it made the whole like trans thing. They just handled that part so poorly. It's like, yeah, I'll say 4. I keep like talking myself down. Last one was a 7. This one was like a 4. I'm happy with that.
So the last one was kind of like a Transformers movie.
Yeah. Which is there's a certain enjoyment to a Transformers film and just like the sheer volume of everything that's happening all at once.
Yes. It's just constant noise and adrenaline.
Yes. Yeah.
This one's kind of like a pretentious family drama that, like, thinks it's way deeper than it is.
Yeah.
What is that, like, the Jason Bateman, Tina Fey thing, This Is Where I Leave You? No one remembers that movie. It's like that.
No.
Everything Jason Bateman fucking does recently, he just believes his own shit so hard. Everyone liked Ozark. I was fine on Ozark. I have too many opinions this episode. I came into this episode with too many opinions.
There's just that whole brand of like sitcom-y, but it's a movie is like there are a million of those scripts sitting out there, and everybody always thinks they're a good idea, and they always just put like whoever like the most handsome guy in SNL is right now, and they think it's gonna work, but it doesn't.
I'm sorry, I did not think that what's his face? Colin Jost could hold.
You don't think Colin Jost is cute?
I'm just trying to think of who's attractive on SNL, and literally, like, no one is coming to mind.
I think Colin Jost is very attractive.
He's dating Scarlett Johansson.
Oh my god.
Which, like, Colin Jost is very cute and he's very funny, but, like, Scarlett Johansson level, I have no... Oh, that's, like, obviously she's canceled, but, like, speaking of trans problems, like, she dropped out of that movie, at least, but she is a very attractive person.
Yeah. Michael Che is cute, too. Both of the Weekend Update movies. They're cute.
I think they have the benefit of being more attractive because they do, like, the refined, witty political humor. Instead of having
they get to wear a suit all the time.
Actor. Yeah. So, any other final thoughts before we wrap up this 2-hour-long episode?
Oh my god. No.
It's almost midnight. Fuck me.
I'm good. I'm opinioned out.
Okay. So we don't really
have... one more thing. If you're a teen and you think you're going to get teen married in high school, don't. Just wait. You can still be boyfriends and whatever, or just, like, you don't gotta. There's nothing forcing you to get married right out of high school.
If you really are going to be together forever, like, that's your plan, then just, like, wait until you're after 25, because that's how you know.
Yeah.
Because, like,
honestly,
your brain stops forming when you're 25 first off.
Yeah. Honestly, if for nothing else, if you're going to have a wedding, wait until you're old enough that you can afford the wedding that you actually want, and all of your friends can afford nice gifts for you.
True. Yeah,
think about it like that.
Like, hand-me-down Xbox if you get married right after high school.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna get like a half-eaten Pringles can and like an eighth of weed. Like, it's just not
like a Subway gift card from your friend who works at Subway. Yeah.
Here's my used bong that I tried to clean, and some votive candles. Like, it's just not gonna be like a look.
I know we don't usually do morals anymore, but I think we just dropped some. We don't really have any grapevine because we're not in control of that Twitter. But I have had some very positive, meaningful interactions with a Panther out there, Kyle F. I don't know if you want your Twitter at Chibi UFO. We had some good back and forths. So I just wanted to give you a little shout out. Thanks for being so wonderful. Other than that, we can do anything we want to recommend to the Panthers.
Oh, one other grapevine. Shout out to the dude who was high listening to the April Fool's episode and thought that and didn't notice that it wasn't Holland and Kelsey for a whole time. You know? Thanks for that one. I got a bright ferryman voice, but I am a dude. Just wanted to throw that out there. What do you want to recommend, Allegra? That's all I have to say.
For those of you who don't know what Cole is referencing...
I just explained it. I feel like I explained myself perfectly well.
The direct quote is like, this guy tweeted, it's like, I was really high when I listened to this, and it took me 20 minutes to realize it wasn't Holland and Kelsey.
Chill. 20 minutes I did not rise suspicion that, hey, this woman voice switched to a dude.
Who I've been listening to for 2 years or equivalent amount of podcasts.
Yeah. So, chill and thank you.
But yes, recommendations. What has been making you survive these troubled times?
I could pick so many different things. But I am going to pick something a little out there. So I've been researching for a short story and researching like the American West. And I found this book called Letters of a Woman Homesteader by Eleanor Pruitt Stewart. It's just a bunch of letters that she sent to a friend that she used to work for. And it's a primary source in like the really early 1900s. She's living out in Wyoming. And it's just these like very charming account of this woman's life, like working on this farm in the middle of absolutely nowhere. But she is like, you just get so much of her personality in these letters. Like she tells you about all the friends that she manages to meet, even in the middle of nowhere. She